Hi, I'm Fred. I was born in Huntington, New York. It's all on Long Island, and I moved to Milford, Pennsylvania, a small town in the Poconos, when I was 2.5 years old. When I was about 5, my parents were divorced. A kid, how is a kid supposed to understand why mommy and daddy don't love each other anymore and need to be separated? Other than that, I had a fairly normal childhood. I just remember growing up feeling less than, not good enough, wanting to be accepted, not really feeling this hole inside my heart that continued to grow throughout growing up. And I played a lot of sports in high school. I had a lot of friends, but I somehow managed to stay pretty unscathed throughout my high school career. It wasn't until college that things started to go downhill for me, that I got some freedom and I started to experiment with drugs and alcohol. And the second that happened, my life got completely unmanageable. I found a way out, or so I thought, and I was extremely unfocused because all I was concentrated on was getting high and getting drunk, and there wasn't anything that was going to stop me. No schoolwork, no person, no anything. And I tried to make it work. I tried to make it work for so long, but this hole that was inside me was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was experiencing more and more pain in this hole that I was continuing to fill with more drugs and more alcohol, and it just was not working out for me. It wasn't until I had a short intervention with my father that made me realize that I had a problem and I needed some help, that I was dealing drugs, I was highly addicted, and I was about to die or end up in prison for a very, very long time. And I had to make a decision. Was I going to live on the streets and without my family and without support of anybody, no money, no car, and just make things work and be miserable for the rest of my life? No, because I would have probably killed myself. So I made the decision to get some help, and I went away to treatment. And thought it was a far-fetched idea, but I wound up in South Florida, of all places, and I went to treatment in Delray Beach, Florida, and I went to a halfway house and treatment aftercare program called Recovery Associates when I got out, and the combination of those two things was the best thing that ever happened to me. The therapy, things I needed to talk about that I didn't share with anybody my entire life, secrets that I was gonna not tell to the grave. I was gonna keep these things with me for the rest of my life, and I wasn't gonna tell anybody. And Recovery Associates really helped pull that information out of me. One-on-one therapy with my counselor Angie, who would sit me down and with a really compassionate heart and really encouraged me to pull out the toxicity that was living inside me, so that I could experience this thing called life, this beautiful life that was in store for me. There were certain groups at Recovery Associates that were especially helpful. I chose to take the Christian route. I saw some things at the Christian track in the program here that were extremely attractive to me. People who really, really cared about you, who really would go above and beyond to make sure that I was taken care of, that I got everything I needed, that I was comfortable in my environment, and that in conjunction with my recovery program, the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, and a local church around here, I was able to come back to life, so to say. I've never felt this way in my entire life, and I wouldn't change anything that happened for all the money in the world. I have a joy today that is just absolutely amazing. I can't help but smile because I'm so happy today. I'm so happy from where I come. Just about 19 months ago now, I have my own place. I have my own car. I actually pay my bills. I have a job where people trust me. I have good friends that would have my back at the drop of a dime, and that's just more than anything I could ever ask for. And I'm eternally grateful to my God, Jesus Christ, and to the program of Recovery Associates, and to the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous for giving me a life that I never knew I could have, for giving me a life that was just, I'm rocketed into this fourth dimension, and it's absolutely wonderful, and thank you.